Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Orphanlast, and I'm just continuing right where I left off. The only thing that needs to be done with the face is the head. I need to grab the head. Need to make sure I have the right column selected. And select the head. And make sure I don't have anything else but the head selected. Alright, so that looks good. Let's make sure the selection's good. Okay, that's good. Oops, nope. Okay, something's going on with this head. Nope, everything's good. I might need to redraw some lines for the head. But other than that, I can see that by and large, everything turned out fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and deactivate this column right here so I can see the head, and I can go ahead and clean it up as much as I can and see how it interacts with everything else. Okay, so it's just occurring to me that you guys actually might want to be clued into this. What I'm not liking is this, where it's doing this, because like I can do a lot of things with this face as a cutout animation rig. You might not know exactly all the things that I'm doing here and why. I don't know. I don't know what your perception is of everything I'm doing. You might know exactly what I'm doing, but like I'm just trying to make this cutout animation rig as versatile as possible. And so like the cleanup process is never done until you're completely finished with the actual rig. Okay, so something's going on here. Alright, so let's see what's going on with this. Okay, so pull out my pump tool, get rid of the bulges here. Oops, pull out, get rid of the bulges. Alright. Okay, so once I do that, I can start kind of meating it up, making the lines a little bit more meaty. And actually, I don't think I even need this line. Let me go ahead and use the control point editor and just meat it up here. Delete that one. Don't need it. And how you know how thick the line needs to be is basically from the raster image. And so that's going to be the guide. Once the lines start meeting up with the edges of the raster, you know that you don't need to use the pump tool anymore over there. So, alright, let's get this looking good. And something's going on with how these lines meet up. So I'm just going to tinker with this a little bit more. Gonna maybe curve this a little bit. Maybe delete that specific control point and that one. I don't know. Okay, maybe mess with this one a little bit. Okay, maybe I made this a little bit too thick, so oops, not that one, this one. And let's see, curve it a little bit. Let's see how it all works together from a distance. All right, it looks pretty good. So that's the head column or layer. Let's see how it interacts with the rest of it. And yeah, once I mess with the neck, I'm gonna have to do something. But ultimately, I'm happy with the result so far. One thing also, I think I might have said this already, but oops, wrong eye. Okay, the iris portion, since it is extruding, okay, don't get rid of that if you're making the rig with me. Don't get rid of that. We're going to address that later, okay? Okay, so now messing around with the neck, I don't think I need to have too many visual cues from having the head column selected here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just draw in some stuff here. And I'm just going to go like that. Use the, well, let's draw that again. I'm going to try to have this be one shape. Okay, and use a control point editor to close this off and simplify the shape a little bit, and I think it'll be good in the end. Alright, Okay, and so now that I've gotten the shape just the way I want it to be, I can just go ahead and fill it in with black. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Just pull out my brush tool and, oops, alright, just draw that as a guideline. And do the same thing with the control point editor and just mess around with it. Okay, so now I've pulled out the geometry tool. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make the line. Let me find out what the line thickness is going to be in the end. Okay, so why did it turn out to be 6? I thought I turned it. Okay, let's say 3. 3 looks good. Okay, so I can just go ahead and select here and just click and drag. And let's see, let's do something like that. And just double click right there, pull out the control point editor, take a look at this up close, and just, alright, that looks pretty good. Let's just bring this line in. Alright, that looks good. Alright, and so once if I turn on my head layer or column, it looks weird. But that's fine, because in the end it's not even going to be visible. So at this point I can actually start coloring in, figuring out what my colors are going to be, and just start working on this. Okay, so let's just have the head, and actually the head layer should be up front. Well, actually no, the head should be near the bottom of everything on this whole stacking order, I think. So now I need to create a new color. Okay, so right click here, new style, double click, select a skin color, which I guess would be about well, this isn't just a skin color. This is going to be a skin line color. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that, and I'm going to double click here and call it skin. Oops. Skin line. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and, since I have my head selected, I'm going to select everything. And why did it only change that? Okay, let's select. What the hell is going on? One sec here. Okay, I have no idea what it did, why it did what it did, but it did it, whatever it was. Okay, and so now I've changed the skin line color. Right click, new style. Now I'm going to select a skin tone, and I kind of want him to be kind of a palish sort of character. Fill, and there we have it. Okay, so now we can do that with just about every other thing, except for the eyebrows and a few other things. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on all of these columns real quick, and resume from there. Okay, so the hair I don't need to do, the ears I do, so this is select, let's see, wrong ear. Okay, so make sure I have everything selected. Let's see, eyedropper, I think. I need to use the eyedropper. There we go. And that's the RGB picker tool, and it just turns the style that you're currently on into it. Let me undo that, create new style, and then do that again. Okay, and so select it. Oops, let's do that again. Why is it not selecting everything? Okay, there we go. And we're going to do this with everything. Okay. Alright, so I had to move the hair layer. Okay, I need to find my ear. Oh, gosh. Ear. Okay, here's my ear. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, wrong color. Okay, new style. New style. Use the RGB picker. Okay, fill. And fill in all these little gaps. Let's see if that'll fill. Alright. Alright, so I hope this tutorial was useful to you guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to continue with how to do it with the rest of the body. I'm pretty sure you guys kind of have a good idea as to how to do it, but I'm just going to cue you in on it. So please like, share, and subscribe.